Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please like and subscribe to the channel, really does mean a lot. In this video we're going to be talking about the upcoming Aliexpress sale. First of all, I'm going to talk about the watches that I own and have personal experience with, and then a selection of watches that I don't own that are on my radar. So without further ado, so the first watch is the Phylida Homage to the No Time to Die watch, the Omega Seamaster. I've already done a review on this watch. This watch now does come available with the NATO strap that I had purchased separately, and I think gives it the Bond look, definitely. I think part of the specifications for getting this watch, it must have that broad arrow on the dial, and this one does. Next up is a homage to the Rolex Daytona by Pagani. This one I've put on a white rubber strap. They do this with the black face. It comes on a metal bracelet. They also do it as a more of a dressier watch. This one does come on a black rubber strap. This one is slightly more expensive, but there's really not a lot in it. Recommend you check them both out, and if you're aiming towards a more sportier one over the dress one, or vice versa, gives you the option. The next watch doesn't need much introduction. It's a homage to the Rolex Pepsi. This is again by Pagani Design. This one I've put on a leather strap. I think it sets off that dial. The only criticism I had with this watch is that it's not a ceramic bezel. The description does let you think that you are going to get a ceramic bezel watch, but when it arrived it was a non-ceramic. The Batman version of the same watch is a ceramic. I've done a full review videos on these watches before, but I recommend checking these watches out. They do several variations and they are good value for money. Again, this is another Phylida watch. I have done a review on this one, again with a sterile dial. Phylida were one of the first brands to bring out the Starbuck Kermit style Rolex Submariner homage, and I think they've done a remarkable job with this. It is well made, good ceramic bezel, has the glide lock system in the clasp. Bracelet is very well made, and is a good price point. It's slightly more expensive than the Pagani's were, although Pagani are starting to increase their prices a bit. But definitely recommend checking out this watch. And this watch is another watch that probably doesn't need any introduction. This is a homage to the Patek Philippe Nautilus by Didden Design. Recommend this watch, very well made. Automatic watch, comes in a variation of different dials. Highly recommend you check them out. While staying on the Patek theme, here is a homage to the Aquanaut. Now this is a quartz watch, and it is very cheap. It doesn't feel cheap in any way. It's got a great bracelet with a deploying clasp. The only thing I would say about this bracelet is it is a bit of a scratch magnet. can see some scratches there, but great value for money, and they do this in a variety of colours as well. And the next watch is, yes, another Phylida. This year really has seen Phylida grow in terms of strength and range of their models. This is a homage to an IWC Chronograph. This is a quartz, and I haven't yet released the review of this watch. This is upcoming, so I do recommend this watch. Definitely worth checking out. The next watch is a homage to an Omega Planet Ocean, very similar to the one that Bond wore in Casino Royale. I've got an upcoming review of this watch, so please stay tuned to catch that review. But I recommend you looking at this watch. This again is by Phylida. Phylida seemed to be in the position that Pagani were probably last year, about 12 months ago, and they really seem to be pushing the boundaries in the quality and the expectation of what you will receive when you make an order. I've put this one on a rubber strap, but it does arrive on a metal bracelet. And last but not least is the original Pagani design Submariner Homage, the larger version. If I compare it to the Phylida version, you'll see the contrast in size, but that dial on the Pagani with the sunburst effect really does set it off. Highly recommend. And on this one I've again swapped the bracelet out for a rubber strap. I think it looks a lot more sporty, a lot more casual, and just complements that green dial and the green bezel. So that is the selection of watches I have in my collection, and now these are a few of the recommendations I have that are on my radar or on my wish list. This watch by HUARI Worry is a 40mm retro Submariner homage. Comes in a variation of colours. You can get it in red, green, black. You can even have some Arabic numerals on the dial at the 369. It's only 3 bar waterproof, and the thickness is 16mm. Comes with an acrylic dome, crystal, stainless steel, and £35 in the sale. Sounds like a bargain. The next watch is a Phylida. It's a 42mm pilot watch. Has a blue dial, a green dial, a black dial, or you can go for the fake hands version. Comes in 2 movements, Chinese movement or the Miyota movement. I normally opt for the Chinese movement. That seems good enough for me. At the moment, or tomorrow at least, this will be on sale for about £56. My personal preference is the one with the fake patina hands. This is also known as the Spitfire version. The green dial is particularly nice as well, but if it's anything like the rest of my Phylida watches, I'm sure I'll be pleasantly surprised when I actually make the purchase of this watch. 42mm case size, lug to lug is 50.5mm thickness of the watch is 14 mil, weighs about 90 grams, and sapphire crystal, screw down crown, screw down case back, stainless steel, genuine leather strap. Definitely worth a look, especially in all the varieties it can come. Now this next watch is another Phylida, but this is really an impressive watch. This is 500 meters of water resistance. It's a 43.5 mil that is meant to resemble the Deep Sea, I think, and it does a great job. I love the look of that bezel, chunkiness of the bezel. So thickness on this watch is 18 millimeters, lug to lug 52 millimeters. Now the movement inside this watch is an NH35A, and it comes with blue lume, double domed sapphire crystal, 120 click unidirectional ceramic insert bezel, screw down crown, screw down case back, 316L stainless steel, 500 meters water resistance. That's impressive. That is. Definitely resembles, if you look on the back of the watch, it's got like this carbon piece on the case back that does resemble the Deep Sea, and it's got the helium escape valve at the side as well. It's a lot of money, £124, and you probably get some discount with coupons, etc. Bring it down to say 110, but it's still quite a lot of money for a Phylida watch. But that does look chunky and a real man's watch, and definitely an impressive piece of kit. Next up we have the Reef Tiger. This is a homage to the Speedmaster. This is a quartz watch. It's 316L stainless steel with sapphire glass, 44mm diameter, 14mm case thickness. The strap is quoted as being 26mm. That's a chunky strap. Water resistant to 50 meters. Comes in various dial combinations, however you prefer. The cheapest one is the one with the silvery dial. The silvery bezel surround with the whitish dial. That comes in at £78 at the moment with the Aliexpress Sale. And next up we have a homage to the Rolex Explorer I. I'm not sure the actual make on this one, but this is a 39mm watch with stainless steel. It comes with a Chinese seagull movement. Is 20mm bandwidth with 3 30m water resistance, which is obviously not great. Case thickness 14mm, but it's got sapphire glass, and it just looks nice for that sort of money that they're asking. They're asking about £40 for this one in the sale, so well worth checking out. It seems to be bit of a hidden gem, this one. This next watch is a homage to the Explorer II. It's got Peter Lee on the dial, but in the description and specifications it says that the brand name is Casio, and this is a 42mm watch. Case thickness is 13mm, stainless steel case. The crystal is hardlex glass, 20mm lug width. They do it in the black dial, but the polar dial would be my choice, and it would appear to have a GMT function as well. And next up is another Explorer I, this time by the brand of the moment, by Phylida. This is a 39mm watch. Comes with a case thickness of 13.1, so it's fairly slightly slimmer than some of the others. The movement's an automatic. We've got a choice between the Miyota or the Chinese movement. The Chinese movement's fine as far as I'm concerned. Lug width 20mm, lug to lug 48, 31/6 316L stainless steel, sapphire crystal, and blue to green lume on this. 10 bar water resistance, which is not great, but it's not too bad. Unfortunately, with Phylida, they don't seem to be in the sale, well, at least not at the moment, but with these prices, about £60 you can get this for. With coupons you can probably bring that down to about £55. Definitely worth a go for that sort of money, I would say. Now this next watch is a Saint Martin. I don't own any of these watches, but I've seen some great reviews on Saint Martin. Now this is a dress watch. The last two of my choices are dress watches. This resembles a Patek or a Grand Seiko. They both have very similar watches to this. You can have this dial customized. I think I would get the customized dials. The movements, you can go for a SW200 or a PT5000. There is like £100 difference in price if you choose the more expensive one. It is on an Aliexpress sale. This on the cheaper movements about £180. Definitely worth a look. I've heard some real good things about the quality of Saint Martin. And next up we have a Labini. The model number on this is 3602. The movement is a quartz movement, and its case thickness is 11 millimeters. It's waterproof to 50 meters, and the case diameter is 42 millimeters. It's got a sapphire glass, and I just think it looks nice for that sort of money that they're asking, and definitely worth checking out. I've seen some reviews on other Labini watches, and they appear to be a fairly good brand. Definitely worth a punt, or definitely worth considering. Here we have another dress watch, this time by Corju. This one is a Moonphase watch. It has a 42 millimeters dial and is 3 bar water resistant. It is an automatic self-winding watch. I'm not sure what movement they are using in this watch. It is 22 millimeters bandwidth, and comes in a couple of different options on the strap, brown or black leather strap. There are also some dial variations you can get with the off-white or the white, but definitely worth checking out. And in the sale it's under £50, so it sounds, in all intents and purposes, a bargain. Well, thanks for watching. That was a review on some of the watches that I own and what I would recommend, and also watches that are currently on my radar and on my wish list. So stay tuned. I've got a couple of reviews coming out that covers 2 of the watches that I've mentioned in this video. And don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel, please.